Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. So in today's video, as you can see from the title down below, I'm doing another wedding guest makeup look inspired by this, I was about to say dress, it's not a dress, this is a play suit. It's like shorts on the bottom, which I love. I love the colours in this. I recently got this from Vinted and I am actually going to a wedding in a couple of weeks. And first off, I have no idea what I'm going to wear. This is an option. So secondly, I have no idea how I'm going to do my makeup, and I find that quite stressful. So this is an option. I'm going to see what sort of makeup look I can come up with. If you are new here, hello, my name is Millie. I make videos just like this all the time. I am always testing out new products, putting together different looks. It's always affordable and it's always cruelty free, so I would love it if that's the sort of content that you are into. I would love it if you would consider subscribing down below. But let's just get into the makeup look, shall we? So I'm going to start with the base. So I'm going to just pin my hair out of the way, and the base combination that I'm going to be trying out today, I did this recently. I mixed these two together and I absolutely loved the finished look on the skin. It looked really natural and sort of matte from the foundation but glowy from the Halo Glow. I just loved the finished look and it lasted really well, which obviously is you need it when it's hot and it's a long day at a wedding. So this is the MUA Pro Base Longwear Matte Foundation. I have this in the shade 104, and then I'm going to mix it in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. This is in the shade 2. So I'm going to take 2 swipes of the Halo Glow and 1 swipe of the foundation. Ooh, on the back of my hand. I hate the packaging for this foundation. It's like a paddle. It's really not good, but good for getting the product onto the back of your hand if you're wanting to do this sort of mixing in thing. And I'm just going to take an eyeshadow brush and mix these together on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to blend it out with a sponge. I think that's what I did last time, I can't really remember, but I absolutely loved the finish. So I'm just going to dot this all over and then blend it out with a sponge to really blend it into the skin and create that really nice flawless base. So that's the foundation combination blended out. And you can see it just looks so natural but glowy, but also a really nice amount of coverage. I really like those two mixed together. I'm going in with the Essence Skin Loving Sensitive Concealer, and I'm just going to tap a little bit of this just on the darkness around my eyes. And I'm just going to use the sponge to blend this out as well. I would normally use a brush to keep the coverage quite high, but I want something that's more natural skin, and then quite a sort of smoky light but still these goldeny tones across the eyes. Also, I'm going to be using an actual ton of bronzer because I feel summer wedding, I need a little bit of bronzer. And when I say a little bit, I obviously mean a ton. So the bronzer that I'm using today is the Catrice Holiday Skin, can't get into it, Bronze and Glow palette, and I'm just going to dip a big fluffy brush. This is a Real Techniques blush brush. Dip that into the little pan there and start to warm up the skin. I won't be using that highlight in that duo today. It is beautiful, but not using that one today. I'm just going to start warming up the skin with that bronzer. And one of the perks of this specific outfit is that I only need to bring my bronzer to here. I don't need to take it right down my chest. So once I am sufficiently bronzed, I'm going in with a blush that is also a duo, but again I'm just going to be using the blush. So this is the Relove Blushed Duo in the shade Cute, and I'm just going to tap that matte blush over the cheeks. So this is a warm obviously pink, but it's got some warmth to it, and I feel like that just gives like a sunburn look to the skin that's obviously so summery and so pretty. These two like mixed together are beautiful, but like I say, I'm going in with a separate highlight today, so let's just blend this right out. I'm almost like blending this right into all of that bronzer, just to make it really like seamless and to add that colour really nicely across the whole face, rather than just like, you know, I'm blending it into everything else as well. I'm just going to add a tiny little bit more concealer whilst I think ahead, just a tiny little bit more, and I'm going to use a brush to keep it a little bit more precise right in there, just to use this as like a highlight more than anything. Just want to keep the brightness like right down the center of my face. I feel like that skin just looks so like fresh and summery and bronzy. I love these like powder products together. They just give the nicest like summery look to the skin. For highlight, I'm going in with my all-time favorite, the Revolution, what are you? I always forget. Highlight Reloaded in Just My Type. We all know. We all know. I absolutely love it. Obviously my skin is already glowy, but we add more, okay? I'm just adding the tiniest little bit of the pressed powder from the top of the Revolution IRL powder duo thing. Just the tiniest little bit right where I need it, here and also here, because I want to be glowy, but I don't want to look sweaty. So I'm just going to add a little bit, just a tiny little bit of setting spray, just to melt all of those like powders in. And then I will, whilst this is drying, do my brows. So I'm using the Essence Tiny Tip Precise Brow Pen, which says that it's a semi-permanent brow pen, but it didn't leave any sort of semi-permanentness on my brows. So I'm just going to fill them in where I need a little bit of help. I'm also, of course, just going to fluff through a little bit of the e.l.f. Wow Brow. This is in the brunette shade. And honestly, this makes the biggest difference to my whole eyebrow game. I cannot live without this stuff. I use this every single day. Every single day, without fail. It's one of those products, like when I get to the end of my makeup, if I haven't got this on, I'm like, there's something wrong. I know that I haven't done something, I'm missing something vital on my face. And it's generally this. So that's the brows done, and for the eyeshadow I'm going to be using this because it's like all of the colours that I need. So this is the I Heart Revolution Mini Chocolate Shadow Palette, and I've just noticed that this shade up in the top corner is broken, so I will be very, very careful with this and throw away this tiny little bit that's just fallen out everywhere. So I'm going to start with a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to dip into the warm orange shade very, very lightly, and like I say, I just want something quite light, so I'm going to like blend that right out, and then I'm going to go in with this shade at the bottom, which is like the brightest, most gold shade, and like tap that across the lid. But let's just start with this shadow first, work this like through the crease, and am I going to add a wing? Probably. Like, I could lie to myself and say that I'm not, but we all know that I am. I'm also going to run this under the eyes, and these colours, I've said it before and I'll say it again, these colours are fantastic if you have blue eyes. It's like the opposite colour on the colour wheel, so these like orangey tones really make blue eyes pop, and I love it. I've just deepened up the very outer corner of the lid with that matte brown shade, and now I'm going to go in with that gold, and I'm just going to use my finger, I think. Yeah, Look at that colour. Oh, it's beautiful. So I'm just going to tap that across the lid just to add that beautiful, soft, shimmery gold. Oh, I love that. I'm just going to tap a tiny little bit of that centre shade because honestly these shades are fantastic. The centre shades in these little £5 palettes are beautiful. So I'm just going to tap a little bit of that over. This is more of like a duochrome-y, almost like a pinky, orangey, golden shade, if that makes any sort of sense. But this is beautiful. It's just a tiny little bit more reflective and it's more of that like duochrome-y sort of a finish. Oh, I'm very happy with how this is turning out. One last little blend, no more product on there, but just a little blend just to make sure we're all okay. And then, do I want a brown eyeliner? I think I maybe do. Brown is often a little bit softer, isn't it? Let me find one. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this one and then like smudge it out a little bit just to add to that like smoky, bronzy goldenness. So this is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in 35 Sparkling Brown. So this is, as the name would suggest, sparkly and brown. So I'm going to get nice and close up to my mirror and scribble this along the lash line. And then I'm just going to tap it out with my finger just to soften it down a tiny little bit because I don't want anything that's too harsh. But you can see the difference there where that just looks a little bit darker, a little bit more smoky, a little bit more, you know? My big girl's come to join us. Hello, are you hiding from the kitten? I don't blame you. I do not blame her. She is a menace. So I'm going in with mascara using the Wet n Wild Big Poppa mascara to get some really thick, really dramatic lashes. Obviously, if I was actually going to the wedding today, I would probably do fake lashes, like a strip lash, but I'm not. I'm just going downstairs and making myself some tea. So just going to load up on the mascara rather than using the falsies. I'm just going to add a little bit of the Essence Stay and Play Gel eyeliner. This is in the shade Silky Nude, and I'm going to just add that into the lower waterline, and then just a little bit of that highlighter that I used on the face. I'm going to try and find a brush that I think is suitable and tap just a little bit of that over the very inner corner. Blend it in with obviously that other shimmer that we've already got there, just to brighten that up again. And that is the eyes done. So for the lips, what do I want to do? I haven't actually brought anything over. 1 minute. I'm going to go way out of my comfort zone here and not use one of the Essence lip liners. So this is the e.l.f. Love Triangle Lip Filler Liner in the shade Soft Pink. So I'm gonna like draw on the lips a little bit with that. Yes, I definitely feel like that lip liner was the right choice. I love that colour. Why do I not use that more? That's really pretty. And then going over the centre with the MUA Super Nude Matte Lipstick and just smooshing, technical term, those two together. Because I feel like a really nude lip just lets the skin be bronzy, lets the eyes do the talking. So I feel like I need a tiny little bit more bronzer, but honestly, I love how this has turned out. So that is me done. I am genuinely thrilled with how this makeup look has turned out. I think it perfectly goes with the pattern on the dress, and it feels like beachy and sort of very soft and very summery, which is obviously what the dress is as well. Like, this is really thin fabric. It's obviously a play suit, so it's like very summery, very, I don't know. I really like how this has turned out. This is definitely a contender. I feel like if it is as hot as it is today, I will probably want to wear this outfit and this makeup look. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see more looks like this inspired by like outfits rather than like letting my makeup decide how I want to go, just picking an outfit and then making a makeup look to go with it. Let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. If you've made it to the very end and you haven't yet, I would love it if you would subscribe down below. I am always posting videos just like this, like I said at the beginning, probably. I can't remember. I usually do. Has my brain gone? Yes, I post 3 times a week on a Monday, a Wednesday and a Friday, so I would love it if you would subscribe down below. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye.